Hey money movers! Welcome back to Millennial Money Moves with Nadia. I just wanted to tell you guys thank you so much for 20K. I really couldn't do this without you guys, and I'm so appreciative for that. That being said, I think the best way to repay you guys is to help you make some money moves, right? So today, you guys know I do my top 3 favorite YouTubers. I talk about their stock picks, but today I'm also going to give you guys my very own stock pick. So stay tuned. You're going to want to hear this.
Say, Nadia, what's up?
We making money moves.
Who making money moves?
We making money moves.
You making money moves?
We making money moves.
We making money moves.
We making money. So the 3 YouTubers I'm reviewing, if you're new, it's Chris Sain, Stock Mo, and Larry Jones. Before we get into it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. It really makes a huge difference in keeping my videos out there and letting more people find out what I have to say. And if you're already doing that, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Let's start off with Chris Sain. He talked about NIO. Right now, NIO is about $41. He thinks it's a good buy, around $40 or below. He thinks this is a good long-term hold and that he wants to keep it until it's around $100. So I definitely recommend checking this one out. He also talked about Ideanomics again. Their ticker symbol is IDEX, and he says if you're already in this one, continue to cost average down, and to use that same theory, even if you're buying in now at around $3. If you want to keep this one for more of a short term, he thinks you should hold it to $5. And if you want to keep it long term, he thinks you should hold to about $10. But he thinks it'll be a while before it gets to $10. He thinks there's a lot that company has to go through before they'll be able to get there. He also spoke about Zomedica, that's ZOM. And right now it's priced around $2, and he thinks this is a great buy. And if you see it at a lower point, it won't be lower by too much, but if you see it at a slightly lower point, he thinks you should try to buy it on the dip, and he thinks this is a great one to get in on. He also mentioned Genius Brands, that's GNUS. We've talked about this one before. He thinks it's a good buy at about $1.85 or below, and he says that this one is a long-term hold that he thinks could move all the way up to $10. His big stock pick that he was really emphasizing was CrowdStrike Holdings. Their ticker symbol is CRWD. He thinks it's a buy between $170 and $186 range. And he says he's talked about this stock before, so hopefully the people who have been following him got in back then, and if not, he's reintroducing it with that ideal buy range at again from $170 to $186. Now let's move on to Stock Mo. Today, I wanted to give an extra special shout out to Stock Mo. He came over on my page and left a super supportive comment, and I've learned a lot from him, and I appreciated that so much. I always say go check out everyone I talk about. You know, we leave their links in the description box below, but thank you again to Stock Mo. So he talked about Tesla. It was about 670 when he talked about it. And he believes that at the end of next year, it could get all the way up to 1,200. And you know, this is a good one to start buying fractional shares of. For a lot of the new investors, a lot of us might see that and get scared off by that number being so high. But you know what? Just start adding more and more, put a little bit of money in it. A little really goes a long way, especially with stocks. And fractional shares, that's why I'm such a huge advocate for fractional shares. It can allow you to buy in on big stocks such as Tesla. Now he also talked about NIO, and NIO has been down a lot because lots of people were panic selling, but he thinks that this will rise back up into the 50s or 60s and that it'll be a good buy around $40 or below. He doubts it will get much lower than that, and he's investing in this one long term as well. He also spoke on Li Auto, that's LI, and he said that this one is good to watch. It's about $23 a share, and he believes it will rise to $38. There's lots of potential for this one to grow, but he doesn't think they had as much of an increase as they should have after the correction. You know how things are starting to come back. This is a Chinese EV company, and he says it's still looking bearish, but that it should rebound. And according to analysts in the research that I've done about this, it could end up doubling by the end of the year. And he also talked about that in his video. He mentioned that NNDM, Nano Dimension, is a good buy right now, around $9.45. He thinks there's room for this one to increase. He says he's very bullish on this one. And this one is following the trend that other companies similar to this one with the market correction have followed, because the entire market was going through a correction. Lots of things went down, but like we said, the market recovers 100% of the time. And Uncle Larry talked about it in his last video where he said he is carefully optimistic. Go check out his video if you want to hear more about what he means by it being carefully optimistic. And one more is Inseego. This is Uncle Larry. These are his picks. He suggested that Inseego is a good buy around $10 and that this is a long-term hold. And in his latest video, he talked about Cathie Wood. She is the CEO of ARK Funds, and according to an article I read on Yahoo Finance, a lot of ARK ETFs have positions in NNDM, which is a very good sign. She stated that she is very impressed with the management at NNDM, and if you've seen my other videos, me and Uncle Larry talked about this, where one of the things you want to look for is the company's financial reports and their management and how their leadership is. Which brings me to tell you guys my very own stock pick was NNDM. Now, I did a lot of research on this one, and it's from my own deep dive. I know that other YouTubers talked about this one as well, but this is one that I found that I actually bought 7 shares of myself because I really have high hopes for this one. The average price is around $10. I bought 4 shares at that price and 3 shares at a little less because I noticed it go down a little bit in the day. I bought them at around $9.80. So keep an eye out if you see it any lower. Right now I have up on my phone, it's even lower than that. So keep an eye out for around that range. I would say buy under $10. I think it's a great buy around that price. This stock hit above $8 before, and that showed a lot of promise as to where this one can go. Now again, I'm not your financial advisor. That's just my personal stock pick for today. Now, I know I gave, kind of the typical review with the top 3 YouTubers, but this is my very first time doing my own stock pick. I wanted to wait until it seemed a little safer with the whole market correction going on. I hope you guys didn't panic sell. We talked about that a whole lot lately, but now things are kind of going back to regularly scheduled programming. So thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Don't forget, we making money moves. Have a good day.